Going on, everyone? Welcome to another stream. Today we're going to be going over some camera news for this week. We have a few interesting things that I want to discuss and go through. And hasn't been too hectic of a week as of recent, but there are some interesting things I'd like to get into. Okay, moving on first. So, GoPro has crawled out of their shell once again, and looks like they're gonna try and trade some blows with the Insta 360 and also DJI with a new 360 camera, which is a little interesting based on the timing. This is a company that absolutely ruled the action camera market for so many years now, and they've definitely been dethroned. The cameras coming out of China have been so much better in the last few years, so I don't know if they have what it takes to make something that can compete with it. I mean, the GoPro Max, I have it here. This was released quite a few years ago, selling currently now at $369. I think this is US dollars. So during the year it was released, it's not too cheap. When was this released? Let's see. Uh, 2019. Wow, yeah. Who's buying that in this day and age? That's crazy. If you're spending your money on that, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. Now, the most recent camera that they've released was in late 2024, and that was the GoPro Hero 13. And I had owned the Hero 12 back. Wow, I can't talk this morning. I had owned the Hero 12 Black before in the past, and I can't say that I really liked the camera. I thought that the video files are pretty hard to edit, even shooting in log. I mean, this was kind of when I was just starting out and learning DaVinci and whatnot, so I think I could probably make a lot better content nowadays with it, especially if I like color calibrated it with something like this. But I don't know. GoPro's definitely been on a bit of a decline over the last few years, and I think a lot of people that have shifted away from their cameras. And like personally myself, I have a action camera right now, like DJI action. I don't know, it's not bad. It works. I don't necessarily love the footage you get out of action cameras, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they can release, because they're about to die in the world of action cameras in the next bit here if this one does not pan out for them. So I don't know, we'll have to see what comes of all that. Don't have high hopes, unfortunately, for them, but it's their second 360 camera, so maybe they will have made some pretty good improvements. Going on to the next here, Insta 360 has announced that they're going to get into the drone industry, which is really interesting. I'm sure they will also be affected with the bans in the US on drones, so I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work out for them. But this drone will have a 360-degree camera with 8K resolution, and yeah, could be really interesting, honestly. I wonder what the prices of these models will be, because the current X5, I mean, I think the price of them is just pretty unreasonable, honestly, if I were to say so myself. They're around $850 for X5 after taxes, and I mean, there's no way I'm paying. So if they can come in at a pretty decent price and be somewhat near the DJI mini drones or something, then yeah, might be a good option. Have to see exactly what comes of all this. Let's see what this press video shows here. I mean, this is not really showing much here. Yeah, this is just... Oh, maybe these are some first looks. Huh. Interesting. I mean, the content, like the image quality looks pretty good, but you just never know when you're dealing with like press videos from way before it drops, so yeah, you never know. Okay. Yeah, look forward to that in the next bit. Getting more news on it. 7 Artisans have released now a pretty interesting prime, especially for me, the 14 2.8. And it seems like it has pretty good image quality. I'm sure this will be one that has no fisheye effect. That's been the trend as of recent. People have been moving away from fisheye design lenses for rectilinear design. And as someone that does real estate and architecture work, could be interesting. I mean, look now at the price that they're going to be charging here for this. And I did want to highlight this APS-C lens they have here. It looks kind of interesting. I'm liking the design aesthetic that they've chose as of recent for their lenses. They've looked a little interesting. I think they're moving on to like a nice classic kind of like Nikon inspired design. Maybe they kind of stole a bit of their design style, actually, if I'm being honest. Now, where is this on their website? I thought I had this right. I do apologize. Let's just go. I don't know why it's so hard to find on their website. Okay, so this is it here. And $300 price tag. Pretty good for what it is. This looks like a purely manual lens, I believe. Nice pointed sun stars. Switchable clicked and declicked aperture rings, so it'll be pretty good for video and photography work. Yeah, it is rectilinear, so you can expect your real estate or architecture work to have nice vertical lines. Minimal distortion, 77mm front filter thread, and this is available on Sony E, Canon EOS R, so they're finally getting some lenses for the R mount, which is interesting. Nikon Z and Panasonic L, so most of the big players are getting it. Kind of cool. Reached out to, wait, no, it was PT Artisan, never mind. It'd be a pretty good astro photography lens as they're detailing here. I really want to test this lens. I would love to test this. This sort of lens is right up my alley, whether or not it's manual or not. Focus ring, yeah, this is for sure manual lens. 504 grams though, that is that's a hefty one. That's pretty hefty. Yeah, this is the glass breakdown on it. It'd be nice to see some examples of this. Yeah, I'm curious how that one works out. Looks like it could be a good one. I've really been missing a lot of 12 to 14 millimeter 2.8 manual lenses, because it's something that is really useful for like real estate videography or just like indoor real estate photography. It's really nice to have like a 14 or 12. Currently I have the Voigtlander 12 millimeter 5.6, and I've been trying to sell it and no one buys Voigtlander lenses used. I don't know what it is, but yeah, people really do not like to buy that used. I've never been able to sell a single Voigtlander lens so far, which is sad because they make good lenses, but yeah, nobody wants them. Going on to the next thing here, there is an application called OpenCam that actually allows you to record in OpenGate, which is really interesting. I actually have it here on my phone, and they have a bit of an interesting model like in order to use this. So you can use it for free 3 times per day, and with that you get access to most of the features you can record in OpenGate, but you can't access the ProRes option. And this is an update that they just recently added, which I find to be nice, because before there was no ProRes codec option. Now you get the same like ProRes LTE. Come on. Wonder if this is gonna track properly. So yeah, here we are. This is some of the new features they have here, and this is their payment structure. You should be able to see that. Hopefully, a Fujifilm. Yeah, there we go. So this app can be purchased outright. I'm actually not sure if I want to buy it yet. It would be nice to review this. However, I don't even know who you would contact in order to arrange to review the application. However, you can purchase it for $40. I believe that's US. I believe it's US. $40, you can buy it for a lifetime copy, and you get OpenGate on your system. You can also try it for 7 days for free, so I would advise you to just try it out. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go for that and do the 7 free day thing and kind of maybe cancel it ahead of time. It's usually what I do when I try a trial. I just cancel it right away so I don't forget, and then if I decide I want it, then I'll buy it when it becomes paid. So the handy trick. Don't go paying for all the trials that you forget to turn off payment on. So now monthly is $3.99 for this. Yearly is $167 per month, which is not bad at all. But I assume pretty soon Blackmagic is going to release an OpenGate option for this. So. But yeah, if you want to use this, you have 3 free captures per day, and I don't think there is a time limit on it either. So if you want to just do like a really long video, I think you get 3 per day, and you're limited though with what you can do here. You can't change the warmth from automatic, you can't change the exposure from automatic, you can't change the focus from automatic. You can change the zoom, however, though, in the cameras. And you can change the frame rate from 24 to 30, and that is about it. But yeah, OpenGate, free for the iPhone. Do the trial. I also tried to email Perella in order to see if they would want to have me do a test on it, and I got no response. So yeah, buy this instead. But yeah, hopefully Blackmagic Design can release OpenGate on it. Like, what are you guys waiting for? They're the best, and I think it's just something that's really needed. And if you look at this video here, this was shot with the OpenGate, and you just have so much flexibility. I think it looks really good. Apple cell phones, for me, I really just don't see myself switching away from Apple anytime soon, just with how good the video is. And I actually just bought this recently, this device. I'll just full screen that. Pretty cool what you can do. Just for some like behind the scenes sort of footage, I can set this down, and yeah, it takes up barely any space on the phone too, so nice handy little device here. Highly recommend it. Anyways, yeah, iPhone. There's lots of things being developed for iPhones as of recent, so obviously it is the future. Moving on to the next, tariffs. I'm sure everyone's sick of hearing about tariffs. Oh, you don't want to look at my ugly mug. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. And we're back. So, Fujifilm has apparently increased tariffs now. Or sorry, they haven't increased tariffs. I'm an idiot. They increased their cameras to correlate with the tariff increases as of recent. So, you can expect some price increases to be between 8 and 9% with a few of their models, and a few of them might be even higher than that. So yeah, unfortunate. I actually purchased my XM5 somewhat recently, so I mean, I see people even selling it online for like the same amount as retail, so I don't expect there to be any good second-hand deals for this camera anytime as of soon. So yeah, if you're gonna buy your Fuji cameras, like say the XE5, just buy it new, I guess. Buy it now. Price isn't getting any better, unfortunately, but yeah, that is if you can't wait. I would always advise to buy things secondhand if possible and have someone else take the hit, of course. But oh, I really wonder if this increase is also affecting their X half, because that is the camera that already is, in my eyes, way overpriced. So $849. I feel like this camera was released at only $800 US. To get a $50 price hike on that. I think it was a $50 price hike. Let's just see. USD to CAD. Do some Monopoly money conversion. Holy. Yeah. I think they increased the price on that. That is so bloody expensive. Let's just see here now. Let's see in Canadian dollars. It was like, what am I doing? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, come on. X half Fuji. Yeah, $1,000. So yeah, you're paying way more in the US currently right now for Fujifilm. You need to come over into Canada and take the box off and drive right back across. Yeah, interesting. You know, for a lot of years, Canadians were traveling to the US to purchase items for cheaper. Now it looks like you guys are going to be coming over to sweet Canada to buy your items. Yeah, $1,000. That's before tax, obviously, but interesting. Now, Sigma has mentioned though that they would not be increasing their prices due to this 50% tariff. So good on Sigma for taking the the hit. Sigma has just gained so many loyal followers over the last few years, so they've definitely been kind of like the people's lens camera company as of recent. So good on them for doing that. I really wonder how many of these Sigma BFs have made their way actually onto the market here. Oh, what is going on with that? I think it was the BF, right? Yeah. I really wonder, because apparently like the production time of this was just like, it was supposed to take forever to produce, but you can expect availability August 5th, but I thought they were only releasing like a few of these every day. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so the capacity for production is supposed to be very low because of the aluminum blocks that had to be milled. Yeah, with only producing 9 cameras per day. I think there's no way they're fulfilling these orders by August 5th. It'll be interesting to see how many people are actually getting these in their hands. Oh. Charge thing here. Well, I think that about covers most of it. Not a huge news week. Overall, I'm pretty excited to see what this lens looks like. Let's see. I don't believe have they really, has 7 Artisans done much with, where is it? What did I do? Have they done much with autofocus yet? Full frame. Oh yeah, they have. Okay, right. I always confuse the two camera manufacturers, like or sorry, the lens manufacturers, 7 Artisans and TT Artisans. They're so similar in so many different ways, which I've heard some people say they're actually owned by the same company, or like a sister company of the other. Kind of hard to find information. Oh, here we go. Here it is on their website. You just got to go to this second page. Let's see if we can find any YouTube. I wonder if any creator has it yet. Well, they have a video. Okay, let's just watch this for now then. And then I'll end this pretty soon here. Looks like it's made really well, this lens. I think 300 is pretty high for them for one of their manual focusing lenses, so expect pretty good quality out of this one. I think it's the first time they've had the clicked and declicked aperture ring as well. Fit NDs, yeah, 7. Unstars look really nice. Almost perfect. Time will tell what this is like, how much it flares, if it's like an absolute flare monster or what, but... Oh, so there are some people that have actually reviewed this. Interesting. 7 Artisans, send me this. I want to do some architecture reviews of this. Let's see. This is on the A7 III. I don't know why this guy not like... Oh, there we go. Okay, the verticals are straight. I don't understand why they're sending it to people that don't know to keep the camera on like a straight horizon. Like, oh, that's not how you test an architecture design lens. Like, come on, dude. Garbage. This is some video footage, I guess, of it. I don't know why it kills this guy so much to just point the camera on a even horizon. I mean, it looks pretty good. Even indoors, still no straight verticals. I don't care what you do. That looks pretty good. This is on the A7 III too. I'm actually really liking this. Seems definitely sharp enough for most applications. Huh. Geez, this one might get my money. It's like a video lens and... I mean, there's the Samyang Rokinon. That's an E-mount, unfortunately, but that's another lens that's competing for my money currently. The 2.8. Is there just one review? Oh, there's another one. Well, sponsored review. I wouldn't trust anything they're saying for the most part. Oh, let's see what the flares are like on. Being someone that likes Sunstars, those sure look nice. Seems to have decent flare control too. Interesting. Yeah, for an indoor lens, this one looks like it's probably a winner. In the small bathrooms and whatnot. Or like I said, and even with video, looks like it would be a good one for sure. Oh, here we go, there's the creeper shot. Like this guy's going for upskirts. Where is it? Find that photo. Yeah, you saw it. That's a cool photo, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, don't shoot too low with a wide angle of some ladies you walk by. Maybe not a good look. Anyways, I'm signing off. That is all for today's news. My dog has to go to the bathroom. The coffee is finished. And I'm out. Alright guys. Ending the video off how it started. A cloud smoke. Bye-bye.